how to kill the Oro Wyrm in the new Warframe update, Duviri Paradox. Once you've completed the story within your paradox, the final step will be to summon the Oro Wyrm. Once you've done this, the rabbit from the quest will spawn next to you holding Teshin's Orvius. You will need to take this, as without it you cannot complete the first phase of this boss fight. Once you have the Orvius equipped, you will need to summon your Kaif and take flight heading directly towards the Oro Wyrm.
Was his anger. Unable to control it, thus was he consumed. Behold, the great dragon of Lodin.
Lodin is filled with fury. He will scorch the earth.
Whilst flying towards the Oro Wyrm, you will be attacked by glowing orbs that it summons. You'll need to hit these with the Orvius in order to destroy them. If you can destroy them close enough to you, flying through the remnants will give your Kaif a speed boost and allow you to approach the Oro Wyrm quicker. When you are close to the Oro Wyrm, you will need to approach one of the sides of it and aim the Orvius at one of the glowing blue indicators. Once you have grappled on, you will need to look towards the head and then jump off, grappling onto it further up its body. Whilst working your way towards the head, it will occasionally be an electrical charged ring heading towards you from the head. This will need to be avoided as they can deal high amounts of damage and knock you off the body. Once you have reached the head of the Oro Wyrm, you'll be able to possess it with transference. Whilst in control of it, you'll have a limited time to complete the next few objectives. These objectives are to destroy the Oro Wyrm tethers and fly the Oro Wyrm through the portal created by destroying the tethers. In order to destroy the aforementioned tethers, you will need to approach them and attack them with the Oro Wyrm's fiery breath, doing this for both of them. After flying the Oro Wyrm through the newly summoned portal that has appeared since destroying the two tethers, you will arrive in the arena and the Drifter will summon a Warframe. This will be the Warframe that you picked in Teshin's cave at the start of your paradox session. This will then begin phase 2 of the fight and the last step of your completing your paradox story. Throughout this phase, the Oro Wyrm will only be vulnerable to damage at 3 specific spots on its body, these being the 3 glowing red rings. Each of these represent a ninth of the Oro Wyrm's health. They can simply be shot to be destroyed, however whilst doing this you will need to avoid any attacks from the Oro Wyrm. After destroying the first set of 3 rings, the Oro Wyrm will summon some Frax and Dax soldiers which you will need to hold off against until the rings of the Oro Wyrm come back and you can start to deplete the second third of its health. Once the second set of 3 rings are destroyed, the Oro Wyrm will summon some more Frax and Dax soldiers, but this time it will also summon some Wyrmlings. The Wyrmlings will all need to be killed before you can progress further in this fight. Whilst killing the summons, you will still need to dodge the attack from the Oro Wyrm.
Find a way to stop its spawn.
Once all Wyrmlings are destroyed, the 3 rings will come back for a final time, which you will need to destroy again, finishing off the Oro Wyrm. There are some changes to the Oro Wyrm fight when attempting to complete its steel path. In phase 1, before you are able to possess the Oro Wyrm, you will need to align the rings across its body by interacting with the interactive pathos valves hanging off of its side. There will be an additional UI on the screen for this step of the fight to guide the Drifter through the alignment. The second step of the fight is during phase 2, where after depleting Oro Wyrm's first health bar, Kaifs will spawn in the centre of the arena and the Drifter must quickly mount one of them and fly to the outer edges. This is before a massive energy beam hits the centre and burns the entire arena.
Bravely done.
Whilst doing this, wormlings will be flying around the outer edges and they must be killed, whilst avoiding smaller beams of energy protruding from the main central one. Once all wormlings have been dealt with, the main beam in the middle will end and the drifter must quickly get back to the centre of the arena before another energy beam hits the outer edges of the arena and begins to move inwards. If you are hit by this beam, it will deal high amounts of damage and likely kill you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more.